I believed I was a disciplined man. I woke up at 5:30 every morning. I trained, I worked late, I provided. From the outside, I looked controlled, but control and awareness are not the same thing. And the night she left me, I realized I had mastered everything, except myself. I prided myself on not being emotional. I didn't complain, I didn't overthink. I didn't need reassurance. If something bothered me, I buried it. If something hurt me, I worked harder. If conflict appeared, I shut down. I told myself that was maturity. My girlfriend Anna used to say, "I feel alone when I'm with you." I didn't understand that sentence. I was physically there. I paid the bills. I handled problems. What more was she asking for? What I didn't see was this. I wasn't present. I was defended. Every time Anna tried to talk about feelings, I felt irritated. Not angry, irritated. Because somewhere deep inside, emotions felt like weakness, and weakness was dangerous. I grew up in a house where anger was loud and vulnerability was punished. So I learned something early: stay composed, stay controlled, never expose the soft parts. That worked in business, it worked in the gym, it even worked socially. But in intimacy, it created distance. I didn't explode, I withdrew, I didn't fight, I avoided. And avoidance doesn't look dramatic, it looks calm, but it slowly erodes connection. The real blind spot wasn't discipline, it was ego. Not loud ego, silent ego, the kind that says, "I'm already doing enough. I'm already better than most men. I shouldn't have to change." My shadow wasn't aggression, it was emotional cowardice. I feared losing control more than losing connection. So when Anna cried one night and said, "I don't feel safe opening up to you," I responded with logic. I explained, I defended, I corrected her perspective. And in that moment, she stopped trying. The breakup wasn't explosive, it was quiet. She sat across from me and said, "I can't keep asking you to show up emotionally." I felt blindsided because in my mind, I never failed. I never cheated, never disrespected her, never quit. But emotional absence is still absence. And that night, alone in my apartment, something cracked. For the first time, I couldn't fix the problem with effort. I had to face something else, myself. This is where most men misunderstand strength. Emotional regulation is not suppression, it's capacity. Avoidance feels controlled, but it's actually fear disguised as discipline. The shadow isn't your anger, it's the part of you that refuses to feel. And ego doesn't shout, it protects identity. I believed I was strong, but true strength includes vulnerability. The ability to stay present when you want to shut down. The ability to listen without defending. The ability to admit, "I don't know how to handle this yet." Months later, I didn't become softer. I became deeper. I learned to pause instead of withdraw, to say, "That hurt," instead of pretending it didn't, to stay in discomfort instead of escaping into work. I kept my discipline, but I added awareness, because a man who controls his schedule is organized. A man who controls his impulses is disciplined, but a man who can sit with his own emotions, it's powerful. If you see yourself in me, this isn't criticism, it's invitation. Mastery isn't about domination, it's about integration. And the strongest man in the room is the one who is no longer afraid of his own shadow.